Do you hear that? It's so crunchy. Guys, I'm telling you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds. I've been maintaining my weight for over 15 years. So today I want to share with you a super simple snack. Okay, this is like, think pizza, pepperoni, crunchy, high protein, and it's so easy to make and literally so delicious, guys, I'm telling you. So I am a huge pizza lover. And there has been a trend going around. I don't know if you've seen it, where it's like the 2-ingredient onion rings. I did the 2-ingredient onion rings pizza style. And so then I had an idea to make like pepperoni crisps. So that's what we're gonna go with. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Parmesan cheese is super high in protein. So protein from the parm, protein from the pepperoni, and then it also has healthy fat, so it keeps you feeling nice and full and satiated, which is actually a lot better than just having chips, because chips are just all carbs. And at the end of the day, like when you eat carbs, your body craves more carbs because your glucose and insulin levels go up. So anyway, it's a whole thing. But if you are a snacker and you want to have a high protein snack that's also nice and crunchy, this one here is it, okay? So the only thing we're gonna need is a baking sheet, and then, just to avoid the mess, some parchment paper, okay? So I'm literally just using some parm and some pepperoni that I picked up at my local store. Guys, this is how simple this is to make, okay? You don't even need oil, you don't even need seasonings, you need nothing, because the cheese and the pepperoni both have a good amount of flavor. If you're using like a mozzarella or something that's like not so flavorful, then maybe you'd want to add some seasonings, but you literally do not have to in this case. So we're just gonna make like all these little piles, and technically you could connect the whole thing and literally just kind of like spread parm on the whole thing, and then it would actually create kind of like a sheet. But I like the crispiness all around each and every one, so I like to divide them. But you could literally, like, to make it even easier, just like pour it on there, and then you would have like one big sheet. Okay, and now we're just going to place our pepperonis right on top. So you can add a double pepperoni if you'd like. I'm gonna add one right now, and then as they bake, I will see if I throw some extra pepperonis in there just to get nice and crunchy, because pepperonis alone get really crunchy. Guys, and that's it. Basically Parmesan cheese, top it with some pepperoni, like your favorite pep. You could even get the big ones, like you know how they have like these huge pepperonis like this, and then you'd have like these huge little chips. But this way I feel like they're very snackable. Like this is, you know, you're gonna watch a movie, you're just kind of bored at home and you want a little snack. This is perfect because it is literally 0 carb, super low carbs, and then it still has high protein, and it satisfies that craving when you want like something crunchy, you know? So anyway, this is it. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees. We're gonna toss this in for about 15 minutes, and I'll show you how they look right when they come out, because remember, you still have to let them cool. So anyway, let's get these in, and then I cannot wait for you to see how crunchy they turn out. All right guys, so while that's cooking in the oven, I want to give Element a special thank you for sponsoring this part of the video. You guys know I love Element. I drink it pretty much on the daily because it's so hard for me to drink plain water. And I love that it has the perfect ratio of electrolytes that our bodies need on a daily. So it has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. It's also great for hormonal regulation for both men and women. Right now, Element is actually doing a free sample pack with any purchase. You already know I love the chili mango. Lately, I've been loving the watermelon. They're all delicious. So with any purchase, you'll get all 8 flavors in a sample pack. Now, I'll leave a link in the description below, but you can also type in drinklmnt.com/low carb love. But either way, I will leave it linked in the description below. Oh yeah, these are ready. So this was a little less than the 15 minutes. So it really just depends. Sometimes your oven might just cook them a little quicker, but look at this, is exactly what you're looking for. Do you see how they're like nice and golden brown? So like anytime you are baking cheese or you want something to get extra crispy, you need to let it cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool for a few minutes, and then we're gonna do a crunch test. Okay, so we've let these cool. Now, This is completely optional. It's just a little bit of parsley. I think it just looks really nice. It's like a really nice contrast against the pepperoni and the cheese. I think like with something like this, you could definitely dip it into like a marinara or even a ranch. I'm kind of more of a ranch girl, so I do have a little side of ranch. Okay. Do you hear that? It's so crunchy. Now this is the reason why I like them individual versus the whole sheet, like how you see people making them on Instagram, because they get crispy all the way around. So I don't know, I think for me, I just love like the crunch versus it being like in between a crunch and like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say soft, but it's just like not that like actual crunch. It's a little bit more of like a pool. So anyway, these are perfectly crunchy. Here's a crunch test. Cheers. Guys, I'm telling you, perfect snack. Now I just checked and Parmesan actually has 10 grams of protein per quarter cup. So it's a great high protein snack. You also get a little bit of protein from the pepperoni, but at the end of the day, it's just about being able to have a snack that you enjoy that's still low in carbs, keeps you on track, because at the end of the day, a lot of times when we're on a weight loss journey or you're just trying to be conscious of what you're eating, trying to eat cleaner, a lot of the products out there are obviously overly processed, have a ton of carbs, and just ingredients that we can't always pronounce. So something like this, you know exactly what you're putting into your body, and the fact that you're getting a little extra protein doesn't hurt, right? So anyway, this is a great snack. I can't wait for you guys to try it. I know it's just 2 ingredients, but I'm gonna leave a recipe linked in the description below. And you guys don't forget to check out the description because I always leave everything linked. I also have my weight loss guide linked there. So if you are on a weight loss journey or you know someone who's trying to start and doesn't really know where to begin, then you could definitely share that with them. You never know, it could be really, really helpful. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. And don't forget to share my channel with friends and family, whether they're living a low carb lifestyle or maybe even diabetic. A lot of my recipes on here are diabetic friendly, and that again could be really, really helpful. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.